Welcome back, guys. It is your boy here, the soundboard god, the combat consultant, of course, and I just watched, I don't want to say I had the pleasure of watching, because I don't think it was really a pleasure, but I did just watch the Kingpyn boxing tournament with all the different influencers. A lot of guys really surprised me, namely King Kenny and Whindersson Nunes. I enjoy the tournament type of style. I guess we can get right into the crux of this entire video, which is giving my reaction on the event itself. I enjoyed the tournament style. I'm going to keep watching for the tournament style. I enjoyed the addition of Blueface. He had a really good win, but it just seemed, I don't know, like it didn't really, to me, add anything. Like I was watching this event and I was kind of struggling to pay attention the entire time. I don't know if I'm alone in this, but this is my honest opinion, and I always want to be honest with you guys. I don't know if I could pinpoint anything that was necessarily wrong with the event. It just, the event itself was forgettable. And maybe that's something that influencer boxing is going to have to deal with for now, considering it's such a new platform. But for the amount that it was built up in my head, right, because I did the homework on these guys, and for the amount that it was built up amongst the general public, I don't know. It seemed like there wasn't that big event feel that I know they were looking for, and I was certainly looking for when I watched this. Now, sure, a lot of people had some really good finishes, namely, again, King Kenny. Whindersson Nunes looked fantastic. He really surprised me. Jarvis looked very good. I mean, listen, Tom Zanetti just straight up said, no mas. And then the main event, Austin McBroom versus Gib 2, got ended not in the way that I think anyone would have wanted to see it end. Perhaps that kind of lends something to the loss of that big event feel, but I don't know. Even with those big finishes, it looks bleak for the finals, because we still have to get through, if I'm not mistaken here, we still have to get through the semifinals, right? And so who do you look out for after this? It's King Kenny. You look out for Whindersson Nunes. You look out, I mean, I don't necessarily even know if I'm going to be watching. I wasn't even necessarily impressed with Jarvis's performance tonight. Did he improve? Absolutely. Was it a semi-entertaining fight? Absolutely. But I don't see him stacking up, and maybe this is the central problem that I want to get into. I don't see him really stacking up to the likes of a King Kenny. I don't see him stacking up to the likes of a Whindersson Nunes. It seems like you had a couple of guys, and on the women's side, a couple of women that really, really looked dominant, and the rest of the competition kind of fell to the wayside. On the women's side, there was Barbie, there was Poha. I mean, it just seems like a foregone conclusion, right? There's maybe not enough parity, or maybe not enough as I would have liked, or as other people would have liked while they were watching. I thought with Ellie Brooks, I mean, I know she got the decision. For me, questionable decision. I didn't get to see the entirety of the fight, but from what I saw, it didn't really look good, particularly. So, I don't know. I'm just not jazzed, right, by this first round. Now, maybe things heat up when you have better competition going up against better competition, and by the time we get to the finals, this quarterfinals will be a distant, faded memory in my mind. But from now, what I saw tonight, despite the advancement that we saw from every single athlete on this card, I don't know. It didn't do enough to hold my interest as a fan. And I'm a guy that if something's on in the combat sports world, I'll at least keep it on in the background. I think on the flip side, along with some of the surprises we've got, the rest of the event kind of played out the way that we all thought it would. Take, for instance, the Gib versus Austin fight. Before it was ended, when Austin had that weird freak injury, it kind of did mirror the first fight, right? Austin hurt Gib early, but Gib was coming back through the adversity and landing shots of his own. Tom Zanetti was just standing in the middle of the ring, kind of showboating, throwing bombs, and Jarvis was much more technical. I don't know, I think the upside of this event will lie more so in the tournament winner and what he or she can do to bring that momentum into other influencer boxing promotions. Guys, please do let me know what you thought. I just wanted to give my general overview, my general thoughts on the card right after I watched it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. It's my first video back after going to the sunny country of Italy, so I am so happy to be back, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.